Okay, I am back. These guys are still walking into the wall, and I don't want to approach them, so I'm gonna walk idly by. Don't pay attention to me. Oh my god! Did you see that? Holy shit! He moves like fucking lightning, dude. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. Leave me alone! What the fuck? I should have backstabbed him when I had the chance. Oh my god! What the fuck? I'm getting like mugged, man. Leave me alone. Did you hear that? He was so angry. That was scary. Oh. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, man. Look, they're right there. I just saw them run by like a bunch of dummies. Oh my god, they're still following me? Leave me the fuck alone! He shot a cannonball at me, dude! What the fuck? Leave me alone, man! Oh, fuck. Oh, okay. Leave me alone. Jesus, that guy didn't even react. Holy shit. God, that was scary. Because those guys are hard. I didn't want to die, man. I don't want to die. So anyway, I said I'd talk about... Oh, again, before I go into that, I also want to give another apology for taking so long to make a video, because I don't really like to think about it, because it makes me feel kind of like a cocky prick, but I do know that at least some people look forward to these videos for some reason or another. So I just want to say sorry for not giving you guys content when quite a few of you say how much you like it, and that makes me feel really good, so thank you, and I'm sorry for not delivering. Go here, yay. So, anyway, something I wanted to talk about, my vacation. You guys may recall, a couple episodes ago, when I was fighting Marta Ligarius, I was talking about how, getting a passport was a fucking nightmare. And the thing I needed the passport for was to go on my vacation, because I took a cruise around the Caribbean, and I sailed out of San Juan in Puerto Rico, and, you know, in order to do that, you need a passport. And I was scared, because I thought I was going to get to the airport, and they're going to be like, no, this isn't right! This is the wrong passport! And they're going to pull like a lever, and I was going to fall through the floor, and they're going to fucking kill me. I was scared. But yeah, so the cruise was fucking awesome. The boat, the ship, I mean, was amazing. It was so beautiful, and it was fucking huge, and the fucking, like, the Caribbean was so nice. I've never been in water that, you see how disgusting these creatures are? Like, who designed this shit? Fucking got problems, man. I've never been in an ocean, you know, living near... on the east coast of the United States. I've never been in an ocean where I could like see through the water, because the water here in like Jersey is fucking disgusting. It looks like shit, and it's almost like you don't want to go in it because you might fucking die. You might get poisoned and something might happen. But yeah, it was a lot of firsts. It was my first fucking passport. It was my first plane ride. I'd never been on a plane, and it wasn't anything really exciting. It was, I mean, taking off was kind of cool, because like, oh my god, we're fucking taking off. We're in the air, man, we're in the air. But once you're in the air, it's just like a fucking train ride, or any other type of transportation, and it's long, and it was a 4-hour flight, and you can't move, so I read the whole time. I read Morrissey's autobiography, and I finished it, and it was actually pretty interesting. The beginning's really boring, but once you get to the part where he meets Johnny Marr and they form the Smiths, it gets really interesting. And I liked it. So, yeah, it was my first, plane ride. I keep forgetting that the dogs get resurrected because some fucking twat is resurrecting them. I forget where I have to go. I don't want to... I think I have to do that. Oh, actually, I remember what I have to... I have to go here, and then... This is how I get to the next part of the fucking level. Nice try, bitch! Nice try! Cool, cool. So, yeah, it was my, first plane ride. It was my first time... Oh, it was so scary. It was my first time out of the country. And it was my first time on a cruise. It was my first time in water that I could see through. It was like... And it was also my first, like, gay event. Because I've never really talked about it, and a lot of people don't really put it together until I say something. But I am, in honor of Pride Month, I am actually a gay man. A lot of people were surprised by that because of my voice. Because it's so deep and manly. But yeah, I'm into dudes. Sorry to disappoint you, all you ladies. But yeah, so it was also my first gay event, and it was a lot of fun. It was interesting being so, like, out in the open with a whole bunch of different people, because all my friends know, but, like, I'm not one of those people that, like, flaunts it around, because it's just who I am, and I'm not one of those people that has to sit my friends down or sit my family down and be like, guys, I have something I need to tell you, and then get all emotional. I don't want to fight this guy. But... So it's just like, it's one of those things where it comes up when it comes up. For example, it just came up, so I just talked about it. It's not really a big deal to... How do you fucking hit me? Fucking clipping through the wall and shit. It's not a big deal to me, per se. But yeah, it was an awesome trip. And, oh, I also... Another first, and for those of you who haven't been on the cruise, you do these things called excursions, and... Oh my god, I'm about to die. Don't panic, baby. You do these things called excursions, and it's like, so every day you dock at a new island, and you do, like, an event. You do, like, a thing. Like, for example, one of the things was, like, you take a bus ride to one of the local beaches where they have, like, huts and people will, like, wait on you. Another one was, like, I think I'm going the right way? No, I'm not. I'm going literally the opposite direction. Holy shit! Holy shit! Oh my god! I hate those guys. Stop. He's waiting for me, man! Ah! Oh my god! I know what I have to do. I know what I must do. Luckily, I went down that shortcut. Oh, Christ. Jesus Christ. I want to make it clear that I hope it doesn't seem like I'm faking those reactions, because they're 100% legit, because when you're talking to yourself, you get distracted. So even though, like, I played this game so many times, and I'm familiar with the layout of the level and where people are, I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing, really. I'm just kind of going. And if somebody jumps out, it scares the shit out of me. Holy shit. Oh god, that was scary. But anyway, so the excursions, I went on a rum tour to, like, a rum plantation, because in the Caribbean, they make a lot of rum, man. Yeah. Oh yeah, man, we make the rum, and everybody loves the rum. Is that racist to talk like that? That's how they sounded. It was cute, and really, it was really nice. But... The last excursion I did on the last island, I went to Barbados, man. It was snorkeling, and I never went snorkeling. For those of you, I don't remember if I've ever talked about it on this little string of episodes, but one of my biggest fears is the ocean, and, like, the deep ocean. Like, for example, if you wanted me to, like, die of a heart attack out of sheer panic and fright, if you were to drive me out to the middle of the ocean, throw me in the water, and then just drive away, or sail away, or motorboat away, whatever you want to call it, I wouldn't know what to do. I would just freeze in fear. I hate it. The ocean is terrifying, and it's a very scary, scary place. So, the snorkeling thing I wasn't looking forward to. It was one of those things where I fucking have to face my goddamn fears like a fucking man. And, so, how it went was, we got on a little, boat, and they drove out into the middle of the ocean. They gave us the gear, like a little life vest that you could inflate. Because a lot of people, believe it or not, don't want to wear a life vest when you're in the middle of the ocean because they got balls of steel. But you have to wear the vest because it's a safety precaution, but whether or not you want to inflate it is up to you. So they give you a vest, and they give you goggles, and the snorkel, the breathing apparatus. And there was 2 stops. There was one in the middle of the ocean, very deep and scary, and it scared me because I thought I was going to be fine, but then I looked down and saw nothing but darkness, and I was like, oh my god! And I had to, like, I started breathing really heavily, and I had to literally, like, talk myself out of it. Like, I kept saying to myself, I was like, oh, be one with the water, be one with the water, like, everything will be okay, don't panic, everything will be fine. And eventually I got myself to calm down. And it was at a shipwreck, so, you know, underneath the water, there was, a little, destroyed boat, or ship, if you will. And, there's a bunch of little fishies swimming around it. It was really cool. And then the second trip was the cool one. The second stop, because it was a more shallow area. I could see the sand underneath me, and it was so we got off the boat, and as soon as I get off the boat, I should probably like go back a little bit and see what the cruise was. Is the guy I'm staying with, Mark, who I've talked about before. He is what's known in the gay community as a bear, and I like bears. I can't explain why, I just do. So don't even fucking ask me, because I don't know. I understand it's unusual, but hey, it's what I like, so fuck off. And he is pretty prolific in the community, and he runs this thing called Chumley's Bear Cruises, and Mark is Chumley, that's his nickname, and you know, living with him and kind of being with him, I went on the cruise with him. And his friend Mikey is in the water before me. So, that's it. Fast forward to the fucking excursion. His friend Mikey, is in the water before me at the second stop. And I get in the water, and he's like, oh my god, Steve, there's a big stingray right under you. And immediately, I'm like, what? Like, I thought he was saying it was swimming under me, like, directly under me. Like, if I were to look down, it'd be, like, right under my feet. But I looked down, and it's, like, on the ocean floor, just, like, swimming and, like, just swimming around, like, on the sand and, like, eating. It was so fucking cool. And there was, like, 3 wild stingrays. It was so amazing, and it was so, like, I felt so one with nature. Watch this. Little side note, one of those skull things is gonna hop out of that thing. Look how big they are, and look how small that door is. He's gonna come out of it! Ah! Oh, you see that? He just, like, popped out like a fucking Jack-in-the-Box. I'm scared. I hate these things. These things are actually terrifying. Look at their design. Look how they crawl after you. It's like a fucking little, it's like a hodgepodge of body parts. It's fucking, it's like Nightmare incarnate. Don't stop to pick it up. No! Look how fast I run. I'm like the Flash, man. Oh, fuck. I hate when they chase you. It's so awful. Anyway, so yeah, there was a bunch of stingrays, and it was so fucking cool. But I didn't say what this excursion was for. This excursion is for swimming with the turtles. And I like turtles. I love turtles. And it was like, right? It was, fucking shot me in the dick. But anyway, so, I know there's like a doorway. So, yeah, the stop where I saw the stingrays, we were looking for the turtles, we couldn't find any, and I was like, oh no, not titles, I want to say titles, and I was getting, like, upset. And then I'm, like, getting a little bit tired from swimming so much. Alright, put a pin in that. I want to watch this cutscene because it's utterly revolting. Like, whoever thought of this fucking thing They're a very creative person. Just watch. So spooky and ominous. The blood moon rises, sits above the world and the cosmos. As it fills with black ooze and does this gross thing right here. Just watch. Ew. It's so gross. I wouldn't have imagined anything in my wildest nightmares. Something so disgusting. Something so gross and vile. As it crashes and plummets to the earth. With a gross plop. As it sprays acidy goo all over the place. Just look, it's so hideous. Ew. Oh my god. It's disgusting. Ugh. Just look at it. It's so awful. The One Reborn. So, yeah, so I start getting tired, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna swim back to the boat, get a little break, and then come back when I'm not tired anymore. And as I'm swimming back to the boat, right, I see a fucking sea turtle right in front of me. And it was so cool. It was like, oh my god, it was the most beautiful thing I've ever fucking seen. Everyone says this boss is like easy. This boss gives me a hard time. Did you see that like little maneuver? That was skill. You see that? That's a little tip for all you noobs. If you're about to swing your sword and it's the little momentum step forward, it's gonna make you fall off the ledge. If you pull back, you'll do a 180 and swing that way. Anyway. So yeah, I saw a sea turtle just swimming below me. It was like Crush from Finding Nemo. It was so cool, and I loved it so much. It was like the nicest thing ever, and it was almost like a spiritual experience. Being in the Caribbean, as I said before in the beginning of this series, I'm like a spiritual person, I would say. Like, I believe in the cosmos and... Like, I don't believe in, like, a god. I believe in, like, the connection of everything. I don't believe in, like, just one being ruling over everybody else. So, and I believe in being one with, like, nature and being one with the universe and being one with everything and how human beings, when we were first formed, like, that's how we survived, just by being one and learning. And, being in the Caribbean and being, like, with nature and being so close to it and being with the locals who were, like, all about, like, that kind of shit. It was so nice. It was so awesome. It was, like, the coolest fucking shit. I don't really have a strategy for this guy. Just go in when you see an opening, hit under his body like this, and then if you see the sky glow above you, roll out of the way. And there's going to be a point where he, like, vomits. I don't remember him ever doing that. Maybe it's only at that part of his body. Is there still a bitch, like, ringing a bell? When he does that, get out of the way, because it's like a fucking AoE explosive, like ROMs. But, yeah. So, the Caribbean was fucking amazing, and I loved it so much. But, see, because here's one of the things that I kind of thought of. Like, living in Philly, like, living in a really big, popular city, it's like, it's almost like we came here, and we saw all this like land and all this grass and all this nature, and we just like plowed it over and just fucking and built a city on top of it. The Caribbean, and it's like that in most places, but the Caribbean, it being how it is, it's almost like they, you know, docked there. I beat him! First try! Look at that shit, bitch! Yeah! Anyway, as I was saying, it's like we fucking... It's like they docked at the Caribbean, right? And saw all this stuff and was like, oh, let's just work with what we got. And so even now, in modern times, it's like... There's like little houses, and it's like in like the hills, and the houses are like kind of a part of the hills, and there's like small roads and shit. It was so cool, and I loved it, because that's like my type of thing, to be one with the world. It's so, I hate being so like preachy, because I'm not trying to preach, that's just how I think of things. But yeah, it really was really, really nice to be a part of that kind of stuff. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna level up and I'm gonna end the episode, and make sure you like and subscribe if you like my stuff, and leave a comment like asking me something or give me something to talk about, and I'll totally credit you, and I'll answer the question and talk about the thing, because doing this stuff by myself, I kind of run out of stuff to talk about sometimes. So I will see you later, and I will see you later. Goodbye.